and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Kubra Ali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
Man accused of secretly placing cameras in washrooms of two downtown Toronto coffee shops to record people. Video captures masked suspects chasing down residents in York Region home invasion. NDP labor groups want new parents to be able to access EI if they lose their job. Police respond to approximately 50 crashes as winter storm hits GTA. Toronto police looking to identify a man who died after being found in medical distress. 3 suspects arrested, 1 outstanding in Milton pharmacy robbery. 2 Toronto police officers facing charges after opening fire on suspected stolen vehicle SIU.
These were the headlines, and now let's jump right into the details.
The 29-year-old man has been charged for allegedly placing cameras in the washrooms of 2 downtown Toronto coffee shops to record people secretly. Toronto police said the man worked at the 2 coffee shops located on Bay Street between January 2020 and September 2023. The accused has been identified as Toronto resident William Dion. He was arrested on Wednesday and charged with 5 counts of voyeurism, 1 count of making child pornography, and possessing child pornography. Police said there may be more victims and have released a photo of Dion. The allegations are part of an ongoing investigation against the 29-year-old who was charged last year in connection with child pornography probe. On September 21, 2023, a search warrant was executed in the area of Dupont and Bathurst Streets after investigators became aware of child pornography being accessed, stored, and shared. Police said several electronic devices were seized during the search. As a result, Dion was charged with making available child pornography, possession of child pornography, and accessing child pornography. Toronto is currently under winter weather travel advisory as a burst of heavy snowfall moves through the region. The snow began falling over the noon hour, and according to Environment Canada, the city could see 5 to 10 centimeters of snow with peak snowfall rates of 2 to 4 centimeters per hour. An area of heavy snow will push through the region during the afternoon today. The majority of snowfall accumulations may fall within just a couple of hours due to high snowfall rates, Environment Canada said in its advisory. The advisory covers all the Greater Toronto Area and most of Southern Ontario. Some areas north of the GTA are under a snowfall warning with around 15 centimeters of snow expected in the Muskoka area. The agency warned that travel today could be hazardous due to sudden changes in the weather and that the snowfall could have a significant impact on the afternoon rush. Strong northwesterly winds gusting up to 70 km per hour are also expected this evening and overnight. Environment Canada said the combination of strong winds with the fresh snow could lead to reduced visibility in some areas. As the snow began to fall, police received several calls for collisions, all considered minor. Officials are urging drivers to use extra caution and to leave themselves more time to get around. In a video posted to Twitter just before 3:30 p.m., Ontario Provincial Police Sergeant Kerry Smith said officers were dealing with 40 to 50 crashes, but no serious injuries were reported in any of the incidents. In the city, Toronto police have responded to a number of collisions as well as vehicles being stuck in the snow. No serious injuries have been reported at this time. No serious problems were reported on GTA roads as of 1:45 p.m., but officials are urging drivers to use extra caution and to leave themselves more time to get around. As of 2:50 p.m., 4.3% of the 486 scheduled departures at Toronto Pearson International Airport have been cancelled. Meanwhile, 6.08% of the 477 flights scheduled to arrive have been cancelled. The city said Wednesday that its crew would be out with salt brine trucks overnight to prepare the roads ahead of the snowfall. Toronto Pearson International Airport also said it has its snow clearing equipment on standby ahead of the snowstorm. A camera inside a York Region home captured the terrifying moment when armed suspects burst into the house and held up the residents on Valentine's Day. York Regional Police said they were called to a home in the area of Charlotte, Abbey Drive, and Holland Landing Road in East Gwillimbury just after midnight on 14 February for a home invasion. Police said in a news release that several male suspects armed with guns broke into the home, according to a resident. A suspect pistol whipped one of the victims while demanding money, and the suspects took various valuables before fleeing in a light-colored vehicle, police said. In video captured by a camera inside the home, two people and a dog are seen watching and then scurrying as two suspects dressed in black burst into the home. Both suspects appear to be carrying weapons as they run down the hallway towards the kitchen. One of them is then being seen bringing up one of the residents from the basement, holding him by the arm while appearing to hold a weapon to his back. The male victim was treated for minor injuries by York Regional Paramedic Services. No other injuries were reported. The suspects are described as males who were wearing masks, dark clothing, and hoodies. Investigators are asking anyone who might have information about the incident, including footage from the area at the time of the incident, to contact police or call Crime Stoppers anonymously. New Democrats and Labour leaders are calling on Ottawa to change the employment insurance program so Canadians who take parental leave can still access unemployment benefits if they are out of work. Under current rules, a worker who pays into the system has to work a specific number of hours to qualify for benefits and must do so for each new claim they make. That means a new parent who has lost their job after taking parental leave has to work the necessary hours and new to get their regular benefits. NDP MP Daniel Blakey and Labour leaders held a news conference this morning and called the current system discriminatory, particularly against new mothers. Blakey, who wrote to Employment Minister Randy Businault on the matter, also blasted the government for appealing a decision from a federal tribunal that found employment insurance rules discriminated against new mothers. In January 2022, the Social Security Tribunal ruled that sections of the Employment Insurance Act violated women's constitutional rights to equality under the law, saying the government hadn't shown the charter violations were justified in a fair and democratic society. The case was brought by 6 women who lost their jobs either during or right after parental leave and had their EI claims rejected because they hadn't worked the minimum number of hours needed to qualify for benefits. Businault responded to Blakey's letter in a statement saying that the government has been active in modernizing the EI system. The Liberal government pledged to reform the employment insurance program during the last election, but it pushed off that promise amid a weakening economy. It has instead introduced small tweaks to the program while remaining mum on its promise to overhaul a system that's widely considered to be outdated. In 2022, former Employment Minister Carla Qualtrough indicated the Liberals wanted to bring in a fix for new parents so that they can still access regular benefits. 2 Toronto police officers who allegedly opened fire on 2 men seated in a suspected stolen vehicle last summer are now facing criminal charges. The incident happened on June 11th near College Street and Roxton Road, just east of Ossington Avenue. According to Ontario Special Investigations Unit (SIU), 2 police officers were in that area around noon when they located a Cadillac that was believed to be stolen. The civil agency said that an interaction occurred between the officers and the vehicle's 2 male occupants, aged 26 and 45, resulting in them firing their guns in the direction of men inside the Cadillac. The driver of the Cadillac, a black sedan model, along with the passenger fled the scene in the vehicle but came to a stop after hitting a pole in the area of Blue Street West and Havelock Street just east of Dufferin Street following a high-speed car chase. A number of vehicles were damaged during the pursuit. Both men were arrested a short time later following a brief foot chase. The 26-year-old man was taken to the hospital for treatment of unspecified injuries. In a news release issued on Thursday, SIU Director Joseph Martino announced that he has reasonable grounds to believe that Constables Shemi Denisek and Derek McNeil both committed criminal offences in relation to this shooting. They have now been charged with one count of each of assault with a weapon, careless use of firearm, and discharge of a firearm with intent to wound, maim, disfigure, or endanger life. The accused are set to appear before the Ontario Court of Justice on March 12th. In a release, the SIU said that it is not commenting further on the investigation as the matter is before the courts and in consideration of fair trial interests of the accused. The Special Investigations Unit is called in when police are involved in an incident that results in death, serious injuries, allegations of sexual assault, and or the discharge of a firearm at a person. 3 suspects have been arrested and 1 is outstanding following a pharmacy robbery that happened in Milton, Ontario on Thursday afternoon. Police said there was an armed robbery at Bonafide Compounding Pharmacy in the Britannia Road and Lager Way area at approximately 12:30 p.m. 3 suspects allegedly entered the pharmacy and stole cash before fleeing the scene in a stolen white Honda CRV driven by a 4th suspect. Police located the vehicle shortly after and collision occurred between a police cruiser and the alleged suspect vehicle in the Thompson Road and Main Street East area. There were no injuries as a result of the collision and the suspects allegedly fled the scene on foot. During this time, police said multiple schools in the area, such as the First Donation Arts Center, were placed in a hold and secure as officers searched for the suspects. Police said that the hold and secure ended at approximately 2:30 p.m. Police were able to locate and arrest 3 suspects and recover a handgun in their search. Police did not identify the suspects. A 4th suspect remains outstanding. Anyone with the information regarding this investigation is asked to contact the 1 District Criminal Investigations Bureau at 902-825-4777 extension 2416 or Crime Stoppers anonymously. Police have released an artist's rendering of a man who died after being found in medical distress in Toronto's Midtown area last month. On January 23rd at about 6 a.m., police were called to the area of Yonge Street and Eglinton Avenue for a medical issue and found a man in medical distress. The victim was taken to the hospital where he died. Police said that the man's death is not considered suspicious. However, his identity remains unknown as he had no ID and does not match any reported missing persons profile. The man is described as approximately 5'5" and 140 pounds with short, dark brown hair and short gray and brown beard. He was last seen wearing a black long-sleeved shirt, dark pants, and black boots. Police also said that the man was underhoused. The Ontario's Pathologist's Office, with the assistance of the OPP, has created an artist's rendition of the man in the hopes that someone may recognize him. Anyone with the information is asked to contact Toronto Police at 416-808-5300 or Crime Stoppers anonymously.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.